Welcome back, everybody, to This Is My Bourbon Podcast. I'm your host, Perry, and with me, as always, it's my co-host, Kyle Weibert.
Yo, 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 yo.
Wow, he really corked off with that one, let me tell you.
That's right.
Yes, he's corking.
I'm corking off as we speak.
Corking. Oh,
I actually just cranked off. So we'll talk about that here in a second.
That's exciting. I'm excited for you. I'm happy for you, my friend.
Thank you. You probably saw me crank off, actually. So, full disclosure.
Oh, the sample bot. Okay. Yeah.
I was cranking off. See?
Yeah.
That's how you crank off.
I understand now. I'm sorry.
I've noticed some people have been. No, it's okay. Some people have been confused at what cranking off is versus corking off. Simply, it is just that.
It's taking the cap off of a sample bottle, is what he's saying.
That's right. If you bring me a benchmark single barrel, I'll be cranking it off. If you bring me a Blanton's, I'll be corking it off. So, just in layman's terms, crank that off. Oh, nice. Even freaking mic noise. Love that. You can hear the aluminum.
This is the original run, too, of benchmark single barrel.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is from when it first came out in, like, what was it, 2019, 2020?
Probably. Yeah.
Something like that? I don't know.
In that range.
Anyway. We're off to a ripper start. Things are going great so far.
Yeah, this is good. Hope you guys are enjoying this. Please don't click off of this.
We got a great episode for you today. It's all ASMR based, and
I swear.
We kick every episode off with a segment known as Flying Blind, and we're doing a classic version of Flying Blind today, where one of us gets a blind sample, and Kyle is being blinded today with a pour that I have given him, and he does not know what it is, of course.
No idea.
That's how blind things work.
Yep.
In whiskey stuff. This
is a trad blind, so enjoy your trad blind.
I'm a trad blind. I'm barefoot and pregnant.
Right. Oh, yeah. I'm churning buttermilk. Milking cows.
This is bad. What are we doing?
We're becoming Mennonites. It's okay.
Great. I'm so excited. I love denim skirts.
Yeah.
What do you think about the nose, Kyle?
It smells decent. I think I'm getting a lot of oak on the front end. So it's either aged or double oaked on the first sniff. I'm getting a little bit of like peaches and cream, maybe.
Aged and orid.
A little bit of nuttiness, maybe. That could just be the oak. But I think it might be the nuttiness. And maybe a touch of like black cherry.
Yeah. All right.
So that's what I'm getting on the nose. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
Yeah, that's nice. High proof. Yeah, I'd one more sip. Let me get an actual sip because I was laughing.
We kind of giggled our way through the first sip there. We can't talk like a 5-year-old with a speech impediment if we want to get anything done.
Literally. Okay. So I think I take back my double barreledness, maybe. I think, oh my gosh, It's great. I'm getting a ton of like root beer, sarsaparilla, a little bit of ginger candy, root beer, candy, a little bit of cherry cola even. It's very cola heavy, like soda heavy.
Yeah.
And the oak is in the finish, like a little bit, like a touch of like anise and cinnamon, like on the finish. So a little bit of licoriciness, but not really, not the main thing to worry about here. Yeah, I like it a lot. Tastes hazmat though. Just off first rip. It's very hot in a good way, in like a super pleasant way. So I have a guess, but I'm not going to guess because I know what it is, but I don't know what it is. However, let's say
just guess. What
okay.
do you think it is?
So it feels hazmat, 13 years, maybe in like some kind of square bottle. I don't know. That's kind of my guess. Boom! Let's go. Let's freaking go. I'm back.
It's the Bluegrass Barrel Pickers, Hartfield and Co. 13-year, 144.14 proof.
Yes,
that just came out. Barton distillate, I'm pretty sure, and not their sourced distillate, their actual Barton distillate,
the 18% or whatever, right?
Yeah. Which is crazy. So not the 70-21-9. Their other one. So it's a hazmat 1792 full proof at 13 years old.
Yeah, this is so we've had a few of these hazmat picks ranging from those early 9 years to these 13 years from these guys. And there's one specifically that ruined my day. I won't say who released it or anything like that. But one specifically that just absolutely burnt my face off. Tasted like lemon pledge and like just black pepper and cayenne pepper and red pepper flakes.
And I had it with you the other day, and can confirm it was not good. And I wanted to share this one with you because I knew that it would hopefully elevate your spirits. And
yes,
turn
this
your day around.
This made up for it. This made me sad that I have the one I have, but pumped that other people are putting out great stuff. So still don't avoid the Hartfields off of what I just said.
No,
they are still worth checking out.
What do you feel about Hartfield in general, though? Because this is, of course, not their distillate. Their distillate is quite different from their sourced Barton stuff.
Totally. I think they're coming into their own finally.
I agree.
I think there was a period of time where I think most people would agree. Yeah, they're using small barrels. Yeah, they're doing weird mash bills, and yeah, they're doing all this other stuff. So it was funky. It was weird. It was hot. It was young. So I think now they're approaching everything with 53-gallon barrels, at least most things. And they're using their signature weeded mash bill, which is really interesting as well.
Yeah.
The main thing about what they're doing is it's going to cause that it's going to take even longer than had they gone the rye mash bill route, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But I think it's still very good, worth checking out. They're local enough to us, and they're small enough for you people who are traveling into Kentucky to go check out. I think they're worthwhile completely. They are unique.
What has always shocked me, not necessarily specifically about Hartfield and Co., but just about Bourbon County in general, is that there is one bourbon distillery in Bourbon
There was
County.
a second one. Yeah, I think.
Well, there was a second one that was being planned, and it was going on the golf course that's out there, the
Right.
the country club. And as a as a whole, the city voted against it.
Yeah.
And like, I just don't understand why. Because
I mean, they were dry for what, 300 years? They've been dry for so long.
Yeah. But my point is, like, they're not anymore.
Right.
They have a pretty robust series of liquor stores out there now too.
Totally. Yep.
Hartfield and Co. is doing pretty well. I think it would do them wonders to have a fairly competitive and sincere tourism economy out there as well.
Yeah, if there was another craft distiller out there, it would draw more attention to Bourbon County, and it would bring more people there. Not that Hartfield isn't doing that themselves, but
why not have
to justify going from Frankfurt to Bourbon County instead of going west, right, to Louisville. So it's you're just trying to push that traffic to them, and I don't think Hartfield alone is driving that yet. But there's such a nice scene out there in Bourbon County.
Yeah,
it's beautiful. It's worth checking out. But yeah, it would be nice if they had some competition.
I love Paris. My grandparents before they passed lived out there, and I spent a summer in between houses living in their old house too. So I have quite the affinity for Bourbon County.
That's awesome.
And I just want to see it succeed. The problem too with that country club is that it's unoccupied. Like that golf course is not being used. Yeah. So
that's a lot of land.
Do something with it. Like, it's especially if they were planning on a distillery that would have taken up that land. Now, to be fair, I could be talking about what wound up being Garrett County Distilling Company.
Probably.
Or Luca Mariano. Like, there's no saying what that would have been, and we could have still wound up with a failed distillery that even still,
or hell, Blue Run. They're still not. I don't think they've yet to break ground yet. So
no, they haven't. And
similar
I think
situation.
Didn't they also run into legal fees or legal issues too? Or?
So all I know is that before they sold, they announced that distillery in Georgetown, and since then it's been radio silent.
So, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Coors came out and said that they were a tax write-down or something in 2025. Like, they lost them money in 2025.
I wonder why. Huh?
Couldn't tell you. Wonder
why.
Yeah. No idea. Hey, Kyle, what have you been drinking recently?
Ooh, this is a fun one. I've had a fairly large amount of stuff, oddly enough. Ooh, good rhyme. I've had, so Perry and I hung out, and we finished a Henry McKenna 10, which tugs at my heartstrings. I love it. I poured too much of it compared to everyone else. But that's okay. That's how much I love McKenna. Especially
we also
that
egged you on to finish it, though. Like, because
I kept trying to.
Like,
you want to? Neither of you were like into it, so I just
Chad
went
was
with
the other
it.
person there too, by the way.
Yeah. And so that, and I guess we had that pre-fire Heaven Hill 6 year.
Mm-hmm.
I say we, but I don't think I actually touched that one. But we did. And then to keep on the Heaven Hill train, I also had Elijah Craig Barrel Proof Rye A126. I opened that finally, the 1111. Pretty good. And then to celebrate picking up my boy, a friend of mine, a coworker of mine, I suppose, we traded samples, and he gave me a little bit of Pappy 15.
Oh,
I don't know if you guys can read that.
We can, we can kind of make it out.
Yeah, it's gold behind amber, or in front of amber. So sorry. But yeah, he gave me a little sample of that, and I had just a nip of it yesterday, and it was nice. Probably not that nice, but it was nice. It's really nice, and that was a fun way to kind of cap off a really exciting, stressful, scary, fun long adventure that is gonna come with it. Yeah,
love it.
What about you? What have you had recently?
It was just St. Patrick's Day, and we went out to the St. Patty's Day Festival and parade in Lexington. The parade in which my oldest actually danced in because she takes Irish dance lessons. And so she danced, and we walked down most of Main Street in Lexington, which was really cool. And it was very interesting, just seeing people all throughout town. But the entire time I was like, man, I just really want a Guinness. I would love some Jameson and the Guinness. It would be really nice. Yeah. And so we got done, and the festival was right around the corner. And we ran over to the Country Boy tent, and they were pouring Country Boy Light green beer, which was just nice and refreshing after that walk. And then West 6th had their new Nitro Irish Stout, which was really good. I was really impressed with it. Just a little bit more body, a little bit more flavor than a Guinness typically has.
Okay, yeah.
Which I was very, very pleased with. And I mean, I like Guinness too.
For sure.
I have no problem. Like I have a lot in my fridge right now, and that's gonna be I think my afternoon too.
Yeah.
But on actual St. Patrick's Day, enjoyed a couple Guinnesses and some Jameson, because that's what you do. But then I went over to the storage unit with you and Chad, and I brought over one of my Maker's Ambassador bottles.
I forgot to mention that. I'm glad you mentioned it.
Yeah. And the reason that was at front of mind for me was because I sent a sample. For anybody who hasn't listened to the episode I did with Bennett from Cooking with Congress, please go listen to it. I didn't market it as like he and I drank a bunch of bourbon, but we did drink a bunch of bourbon. And I sent him a sample of my Ambassador batch, and it's fun because you literally can't get those in stores, right? Yep. They are uniquely their own batches of Maker's Mark. And
totally,
when I had it for the first time back in 2022 or 20, I think it was 22, or maybe 23. I don't remember off the top of my head. I kind of was like, I don't know if this is really any different from Maker's. But going back to it, it is very distinctly like its own batch. Like it does not taste like regular Maker's Mark.
Which like Chad and I totally said like it had some like Weller vibes to it.
Yes,
which was really interesting. Like there's like that green candy apple thing that goes on that is very similar to Weller products, and I think that ambassador had kind of that vibe to it, which was really cool. It was really cool.
Yeah, I enjoy it, and I'm. It's funny because now I'm like, I'm going through like a maker's phase right now too, and the ambassador batch kind of kicked that off for me.
Heck yeah, that's awesome.
So I'm enjoying that at the moment.
Well, good,
but
that's awesome.
Okay, folks, we are doing something a teensy bit different this episode.
We are,
and I like this a lot, and this confirms something that I was talking about on last week's episode, which you may have missed. I'm not sure, but something that has excited me a lot about Kyle being on the podcast is his ideas that he is bringing to the show, and this is an idea that was solely Kyle's. Like he birthed this baby, essentially. I'm not changing the way I phrased that. You
no, lean into it. Lean into it. Say it again. Say it again.
He birthed this baby. He had no doula. He had no midwife. He spread and pushed.
Yes. Let's go. Natural too.
Yeah,
100% natural.
No epidural, no spinal tap, nothing. This is him. Morgan had nothing to do with it either.
That's right. That's good. I like that.
All right. Well, while I go throw myself off of a building, why don't you explain to the dear listeners what it is that we're doing for this part of the episode?
Totally. So this is kind of a comparison between two distilleries that are kind of doing micro production in a similar aspect. However, I think one gets a slightly bad rep and the other gets way overhyped for some reason. And I'm talking about the Old Pogue Distillery and the Willett Distillery. And the big thing I have qualms with is that people say Old Pogue's release is too thin, too boring, watered down, and bland. And then my argument to that is that Willett is just releasing hot single barrels to the hype crowd and hyping that up, and that it could never live up to what Old Pogue does when it's watered down. Therefore, I requested Chad, also known as My Daily Bourbon, to water down a Willett single barrel. I believe it's a 12-year single barrel down to the 91 proof that Old Pogue is. 91 proof. And I wanted to compare them side by side and really get like, I know this is not a 1-to-1 because it's a single barrel, but my challenge was that Old Pogue could beat any single barrel 8 to 12 years old watered down to 91 proof. So that's what we're going to do here. And the Willett technically has a leg up because it is a 12-year and Old Pogue is non-age stated. So
right.
I think there's a rumor of up to 9, but yeah.
And that's what I was about to say. So
yeah. Right on. There we go.
Sometimes
sorry for
I can just
stealing
wait.
thunder.
You can, yeah. No. I can just wait sometimes and people can, finish their sentences. I don't have to,
Right on. Right.
I don't have to say things.
So I think if you were watching, you could see Perry's reaction to one of the samples. So this may be unfortunate because the natural qualities of some whiskey, once watered down, becomes cloudy. And I think we all kind of saw that. So it kind of kills this. I'm very disappointed. However, I still want to compare them. I still want to compare them.
And it's my bad for being investigative too, and actually, getting too curious and looking at it.
No, I did the same thing. That's the problem with us being dorks. So us being dorks ruined this episode as I was bringing this prologue. So hell yeah, brothers.
Yeah. Oh well. So let's start with with our A's.
We'll start with whatever A is. Rubber bands.
It's
anise and rubber bands.
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah, go for it.
I don't want to drink that.
Well, you have to.
I know we do, but there's a quality on there that feels like my body rejects what is about to happen to me if I do drink
that. Yeah. Yeah.
It smells like dog water.
Yeah, it's got a little farty quality to it too. You know, which you and I know exactly what farty whiskey smells like.
It reminds me of this Texas whiskey sample that I had, ages ago. It was sometime last year, I think, where it literally just smelled like a dead body. Like it was straight up formaldehyde. It was so bad.
Oh man, was it Balcones?
I think it was.
Hey, they stopped production for a year. Oops.
Well, they got to let everything ferment.
Hey, hopefully it fixes it. Hopefully it fixes it.
Okie dokie.
Cheers, dude.
Let's dive into
so
this.
Exciting.
Mm-hmm. Wow, look at that.
Hey, maybe it'll just taste like a.
Go ahead.
Maybe it'll just taste like a dusty whiskey. You know,
I guess so. But audio listeners,
maybe that's what
you cannot see through this.
Yeah, literally.
It looks like oxidized dusty whiskey,
or just apple juice.
We went down straight to the apple. We went down to the orchard for pumpkin picking.
We squeeze these ourselves.
Okay, let's do this.
All right, cheers, dude. Oh.
I have had worse things. I have had many things that are much better. That is tough on the finish.
Yeah. And
wow,
boring everywhere else. I would say on the front of the palate, it's literally just nothing. And anise. So the main notes I'm getting are anise and it really is just licorice and farts straight up, and it finishes farty and acidic.
It does finish farty, man.
Yeah. It's tough, guys.
I'm glad I didn't save any of the sample that was in this bottle, because I don't want this hanging around in my house.
Yeah.
This feels wrong.
Great. Let's go to sample B.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Hey, I can actually look through this whiskey.
Yeah, and it looks dark, nice amber color. The nose is beautiful. It's like a little lactone milkiness. It's really nice. What are you getting?
I'm getting a little bit of grain on the nose.
I could see that.
But there's this nice char too that I'm picking up. Like it very much feels like I've been sitting around a campfire for a couple of hours, and the fire has settled on top of my whiskey too.
Totally.
You know?
I could say bacon fat, maybe even.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Just straight up across the board, better than the first one.
No farts. No farts, dude.
No farts. There's no farts.
It's great.
This isn't I think you should leave bit.
No farts.
There's no farts. Guaranteed no farts.
Dude, no farts. 55 hamburgers, 55 fries, 55 farts. That was sample A.
Yeah. All right. Let's
cheers.
Please. I need some dink.
Oi.
I mean, it's
this is
definitely better.
it's not fair, obviously. No. There's way more depth here. There's way more character. The char note really is sticking with you.
Yeah.
On the finish. There's a lot of like cinnamon red hots. There's a little bit of the I never thought about this until Chad brought this note up, but green pepper. There is a little bit of green pepper in there. Which can be off-putting depending on who you are. So
no, I like it.
I do too. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. And obviously,
really nice.
Yeah, it is.
The fact that we had hazmat whiskey at the top of this episode, and thinking about how like this still holds up at 91 proof 91 is crazy. Proof. Like it really does show that there is, a lot of quality that goes into Old Pogue.
Totally. And
I mean, this is delightful.
And this is like, hey, we release it at 91 proof because that's where it's best for this release. And I think you can make the same argument for Willett and their single barrel. The reason why it's not at 91 proof and the reason why it's at cast strength and why it tastes better at cast strength. So I understand that. So there is like a void in between those.
Do you think
if we could
go ahead?
No, you go ahead.
Do you think that if we had done this right when it had been watered down, proofed down, it would have been a different experience? Because something tells me that this might. You don't think so?
No, I don't. In fact, I think letting it come together over weeks is what blenders do naturally. So I think we gave it enough time to let it meld to become what it is. In fact, I think if we did it right from the glass, it would have been cheating. So
I think, you know what, you're right. If it had been immediate, we would have let Willett run away with it. But
potentially.
I am shocked at how obvious it is which one is which.
Yeah, right.
I was not prepared.
It kind of sucks.
Yeah.
So I poured a backup whiskey. So full disclosure, I poured a backup of Old Pogue just in case before I poured both of these samples.
Yeah.
And then the moment I poured I realized, well, it's obvious which is which. Yeah. Scratch that.
Yeah, it didn't need that. So I mean, it is pretty obvious, of course, that A was the Willett and B was the Old Pogue, and in this very concentrated experiment, Willett just does not hold up.
At least this specific single barrel.
Yeah, at least. Yeah. I am curious what would have happened if we had done this with the small batch. And
we should do that.
Yeah, and I think what we should do is do that for like a Patreon episode in the future. Because I think that it would I'm just curious what that would look like.
Me too.
Especially since it's, taking a batch to a batch.
Yep. NAS versus NAS. Or no, I guess 4-year, right?
Yeah.
NAS versus 4-year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just I'm curious what that change would do. But that being said, though, I do think that, ostensibly, like the single barrel is one of the more the Willett single barrel is probably the more appropriate product for this comparison. Makes more sense. But even still, like there's something about the small batch that I have a curiosity about. So
no, and I do think that would be more of an apples to apples comparison to an extent. So I would like to try that. Yeah, right.
Yeah. We'll do that again in the future. But in the meantime, we've got some stinky whiskey.
Guess we got to kill it.
Yeah,
I challenge you. If you do it, I do it.
I accept your challenge.
Oh, dude, that sucks.
God, that's the worst thing I've had in a long time.
Oh, that's so bad. And also we had this single barrel cask strength beforehand, and we like it. We like the single barrel at cask strength. So
we did, but we didn't love it.
Sure, but yeah, no offense, Willett. There's that's how I feel.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not one to give Willett a pass, no matter what. You know, like sure. I think that there are some people who have a notion that I'm a Willett fan by association. And I'm
of who?
I'm well, somebody. Who? But I'm really not. There are certain products that I have liked. But overall, I just am not the biggest Willett person.
Yeah.
It's tough for me. And yeah, it's very hit or miss. You know, I'll have a single barrel here or there that I really like. Kyle's out of focus. Oh, it worked. It fixed. Okay, it's done.
Yeah, let's see.
You fixed it.
Yeah, you mean mug the fucker, and it'll finally focus.
I think the small batch rye is really good, but I just like, you know,
even it is hit and miss for me.
Yeah.
Sometimes it gets way too licorice forward, and it kind of kills the experience.
Yeah,
I have a bottle of that right now that I'm probably going to just try and use for Manhattans because of that.
Ooh,
yeah,
Manhattan sounds good.
And I'm not a Manhattan fan, really, but
yeah, I'm not really.
I'll go for it.
Yeah,
I'll go for it
if I have to.
Yeah, but it's just because the way that the rye leans, it leans more into that where it should be Manhattans. So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
that was fun. Kind of obvious, and that's unfortunate, but still fun.
Yeah.
I would like to see. So Pogue doesn't put anything out at cask strength, but I would try to twist some arms to see if we could get a sample just to try. I think that would be a fun comparison along with watering down small batch. Like you said, I think that would be fun.
I think I know the right guy to talk to see if we can get a cask strength sample.
That would be cool. That would be really cool.
He's on our Patreon. So
hey, we just hyped it up.
Yeah. Never mind. We'll talk about it off air. Anyway.
Yeah.
Well, let's check and see if we have any voicemails.
Ooh.
We don't.
Boo. Hey, leave voicemails. Tell us some cool stuff that you want to talk about, and then you can be on air with us in this video, in this podcast. Come hang out with us. Come give us your hot takes. Come give us what you've been drinking lately. Tell us what we should be drinking lately. Hit us up on
859-428-8253. It's our Barrel Rings hotline number. Leave us a voicemail, send us a text message right from your mobile device. Carrier rates may apply.
I like that. There you go.
I don't know if that's true. I just like saying it because it feels official, you know?
Hey, 1998 was real, so maybe it is still.
That's true.
Yeah.
High proof hot takes, segment of the show where we talk about things that have been bugging the crap out of us this week. Kyle, what are your high proof hot takes this week?
My high proof hot take this week is that roundabouts are good for traffic control only to an extent. You could never use roundabouts in New York City properly. I hate the thing that London does, so ignore that. I'm just saying roundabouts work to an extent, and they're valuable to an extent to replace stop signs and stop lights. But I don't think you could implement them into major cities, and that's my hot take. Don't put them in major cities.
I think you could, but I think that it has to be gradual, and I think that people. Here's my issue with roundabouts. First of all, I love them. I think they're fantastic. I think that they are much more efficient than stoplights are.
Yes.
But I think that what we have done with roundabouts, as far as like infrastructure goes, is we have thrown them upon people.
Yes.
We have surprised people with them, instead of educating people on how to use them, right? And if it's used in, if we actually educate people through like traffic courses when you're going through like learning how to drive, and that way when you go to a roundabout, you know how they function and how to drive through one, then you're not having every 5 cars getting a wreck, right?
Right.
And I think that people are like understanding it more and more, especially in Lexington. Like people are starting to understand how they work. But I feel like we have just done everybody a disservice by like throwing them to the wolves and expecting them to understand it.
Sure, totally. I do have a good example of what you're saying.
Yeah.
So if you guys, this is really niche, but out in Moorhead, going out to Cave Run Lake, there is now a roundabout. And this roundabout was added within the last, 5 years. And when I was going to school out there, I saw tire marks on the center of the roundabout. And then I was like, what is that? And then I see a truck just straight up hop the hell out of it. So so maybe that's like counterintuitive what I was saying of large cities shouldn't use them. Maybe small cities shouldn't use them because we got guys with trucks that want to drive over them. I don't know.
If you think that you're above, look, man, there's no teaching that. Like you can't teach people out of like their own small penisness. You
nice.
know, like
that's proper use of that. They are
going to always, thank you. They're always going to think that they have something that they need to compensate for.
True.
So whether there is there's always going to be an exception, you know.
Right.
But I do think though that even though there are exceptions, you still have to educate the masses and work towards a greater good, as opposed to just thinking that the exception is the rule. So,
right.
I think roundabouts work. I think that they would be much more efficient. Having just been to a country where stoplights are the exception, as opposed to the one, as opposed to like the primary method of traffic control. I loved it. Having seen it in play, it worked phenomenally well. But that's, also just a niche case. I'm not saying that, that has to be how it, is observed everywhere. But yeah, right. I understand. I think that, people are going to, it would be a massive change just to uproot every
every
traffic pattern.
I also love roundabouts. I just think we have too high of an idiot percentage here.
100%.
That's the part. Anyways, what is your high proof hot take this week?
Well, first of all, I just want to say, so often high proof hot takes go back to traffic and driving and people who are really bad at it.
I love it. We're continuing it on. Let's go.
So I was on Reddit, the worst place on the internet, the other day. And the Lexington subreddit is one of my favorite places because it's either I love Lexington or Lexington is a hellhole. And there's no in between on the Lexington subreddit. Yep. And I saw a guy who posted his dash cam footage of a road rage incident that happened out in front of Red Mile where a guy on a motorcycle split traffic and bashed in this one SUV's side mirror. And yeah. And then they went and they pulled off on the side of the road, and it was 3 teens and the old guy on the motorcycle, and they got into a fight.
It just kept getting weirder and weirder. I love this.
Yeah, and the old guy started bleeding from his head because he got pushed on.
Now I don't love this.
Yeah, it was not great. And at one point, the one of the teens in the SUV looked like he was pulling a gun out, and it was just like a water gun. It was very strange. It was just and I think one of them was hiding DRUGSs.
Sure. I mean, to react that way, you probably are on DRUGSs.
Yeah. I wanted to spell it out because I didn't know if YouTube would get mad at the word itself.
No, I like it. It's fun.
You're not above anybody else when you're driving, okay? Like, whether you're on a motorcycle or in 2 motorcycles with a house in the middle, okay? You're not.
Yeah.
Another I think you should leave reference that I've been thinking about a lot recently for some reason.
I like it.
Just come on. Like, don't drive over the middle of a roundabout.
Literally. Right. And don't beat up old people on motorcycles.
Right. I'm going to have to
Although
find
you were, I don't know, it sounds like he was the instigator, which sounds even worse.
He was. But also, but I don't care who the instigator was. Nothing about that warrants getting into a physical altercation in broad daylight. It was like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, too.
Dude, that's crazy. And that also cool. Think about if this happened. Think about if this happened in 1738. Then they. Oh, hey. Anyways, weird Fetty Wap.
Oh, wait, no, that's 1783.
Yeah. Anyways, horse and carriage. Since Red Mile hit my mind, and it's could you imagine horse and buggy doing that? What a weird fight. And then you're trying to tell the horses to not fight, but you're fighting. What a weird conundrum.
Bartholomew, quit.
Stop it, Barty. Yeah, that's crazy, dude.
Yeah, just wild. Anyway.
Yeah.
Let's move on to Tips and Bits. It's the segment of the show where we recommend things that we've been watching, reading, listening to, playing, enjoying that we think you would also enjoy and would increase the quality of your life. Kyle, what do you have to recommend this week?
I'm sure all of you have already done this, but check out Fallout. This season 2 dropped about a month ago, maybe 2 months ago. 2nd season, worth watching. Peep it. Even if you're not a gamer, it's very worth it.
Yeah.
Morgan and I, neither of us have really played any of the Fallout games, and it's still such a great series. It's totally worth checking out. So peep season 1 if you haven't even checked that out, and then definitely peep season 2. So that's my recommendation, baby.
I need to.
Have you seen season 1?
I have not seen season 1.
Oh, so this is tips and bits to Perry.
Yeah,
go watch it. I
just started season 2 of One Piece as well, the Netflix live action as well. I mean, like, just started it. Like, I'm halfway through the first episode.
Gotcha.
And I mean, I love the first season. I'm just way behind on shows right now.
Yeah. I need to check that out.
What the show is so good. You're out of focus.
Yeah, I've never watched it. Is it my mic? It's probably the mic.
No, I don't know what it is. It's strange. It's fine. You're fine. Don't worry about it. The Oscars were last week.
Okay.
And I watched a movie that did not get nominated for any Oscars.
Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm looking for.
I finally got around to watching the new Fantastic Four movie.
Okay.
It was pretty good. I like the Fantastic Four quite a bit. Just as like a comic book series. I always forget how much I like them until I start reading them again or diving into their lore, and seeing them again in a movie setting. First of all, made me remember how much like I liked those early 2000s movies. Like, they were fun. They're not.
Oh, you like that?
They were. I mean, they weren't the worst movies. They were of their time. You know,
they were considered trash at the time. I remember that. Like, that was like super poorly
good enough
received.
To get a sequel. You know.
Yeah. So is Fantastic Four. Or Fast and Furious. Jeez.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Anyway,
I was like, yeah, so was Fantastic Four. Yeah.
So it's the same movie you were just talking about.
Yeah, dude, you idiot. I'm the one talking trash and just
Yeah, man, that's my point.
Anyway, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, here we discover that Kyle has a traumatic brain injury that we haven't known about up until right this second.
Yeah. No, it's on the tip of my tongue, and I just said what you said. So.
No, but I mean, I liked them at the time, but I also was a kid, and
right,
undeveloped movie tastes. So
totally. But so I watched it when I was a kid as well, and then I rewatched it as like a 16-year-old. Maybe that's the last time I saw it, and I thought it was terrible then, and I haven't seen it again since.
Yeah,
because of that.
I mean, I haven't watched them. I mean, it's been a very, very long time, but I don't think I'm going to rewatch them because I watched this one. I mean,
do you think it's the best of the ones they've released since, I guess, the 2000s? Yeah.
100%.
Cool.
It's the most visually striking, the most well acted, best written. But that being said, I mean, it does have its flaws. It gets a little clunky at times, but it's hard to tell whether that's the source material or whether it just doesn't translate well to a movie setting. Like,
so if we've had 4 of these movies in the last 25 years and we have the same argument of weird shit happening, it might just be the source material, like you're saying.
Yeah. Because like it does perfectly well as like a comic book.
Totally.
Like the characters are dynamic and they're entertaining when they're on the written or drawn page.
Right.
But I just don't know if it translates as, the most efficient or the most functional story once it's filmed.
Sure. And I think a good example is like Guardians of the Galaxy. I think they struck lightning in a bottle once.
Yeah.
And then outside of that, it's kind of been like, okay, we're forcing it, or the writing's weird, or, so maybe they kind of suffer from the similar like situation.
I think when you look at Guardians with a microscope as well, yes, it does function particularly well because you have somebody like James Gunn, because that's his style. You have somebody like Chris Pratt, who was so at the top of his game when that first movie came out too. But I think you're right that, the lightning in the bottle of it all was very, very true during that era. I mean, that was what, 2012, 2015?
12
when
or
that
14,
first movie came?
Yeah, right.
When that first movie came out. And it's not to say that like the Marvel quippiness wasn't a thing during that era, but that movie, God, they really just wanted to make that the thing for everything at that point.
Yep.
And
they paired it in that Deadpool movie together, like in the same 6-month period or summer. I can't remember how. So
that must have been 2012, because I think the Deadpool movie was 2012.
That makes sense.
And like, again, it's like, not that it didn't work, but when people talk about superhero fatigue, that's what I think they're talking about. Like,
100%.
We don't want every superhero movie to be, one-liners or, that just happened. Like it's
right.
but I also don't want every superhero movie to be Batman v Superman. Like that movie is a slog. And
they had like 6 finishes in that. They had 6 endings to that movie, and I was confused every single time why the credits weren't rolling.
Yeah.
Like weird movies.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm getting way off point, but like,
sorry.
The what I'm trying to get at is that there are a lot of things that worked about Fantastic Four. What's the actual movie is called First Steps or whatever. Fantastic Four First Steps.
I think
is what it's called.
Okay.
But like, I love Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic. Vanessa Kirby was incredible. Even as Bacharach, as Ben Grimm, phenomenal. Joseph Quinn as Johnny Storm just nailed it. It's just so funny because it's like every piece of this makes sense. Like, it all should work. And it's just like, once you put them together, it's like you took pieces of puzzles from different sets and they just don't fit together exactly right. And it's like, it's just a little bit disjointed. And I don't even really know exactly what it is. And maybe it's just that it's flat at times. Maybe it's just that there are moments where it could have been beefed up as a dynamic story. And like, even Galactus, whom I love as a villain, was so cool. And it was great to actually see him as the Conqueror. And maybe he needed more time on screen. Maybe he needed more development.
Sure.
But it just overall was like, I kind of was just like, okay. Like, there's
and
2
that
hours,
sounds like
I'm not getting back.
Very similar to the 2010s Fantastic Four, where everyone was kind of cool, but the villain either really weird or like didn't get enough screen time.
So
also
I've got a band that's new to me, not necessarily new, that I started listening to. They're called Way Dynamic. They're out of Melbourne, Australia. Their most recent album is called Massive Shoe. They just kind of sound like a band that you would have found.
That's very Aussie.
Yeah, they sound like a band that you would have found playing at a house party in college. or playing on like WRFL. Everybody who doesn't know, WRFL is our college station in Lexington. Just very interesting. Minimal kind of instrumentation, but laid back kind of vibes as well. Highly recommend them. The first song that I heard that was also off of this album was called I Was the Dancer. And the chorus just rips. It's so good.
Heck yeah.
I highly recommend it. And yeah, go check them out. I think that does it for this week. I think we've done.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing else to talk about.
I don't either. We might stick around and do a little something extra for Patreon because
sure, I'm down.
They need some they need some extra content. But Kyle, where can people find you on social media?
You can find me on Instagram and YouTube at Corking Off. Corking Off at everywhere. I will be corking off, screwing off, peating off. Yeah, basically
he's going to start doing beef jerky too, and it's just going to be called jerking off.
Watch for that. Mingy, sponsor me, baby. Local. Yeah, at Corking Off.
I hate myself. Anyway.
No, that was helpful. That really elevated it. Yeah. Oh my God. Fucking toilet humor. Like, you elevated my toilet humor.
We said a whiskey smelled and tasted like farts earlier. I mean, where else are we supposed to go?
It did, though. You know? It did.
If you want to follow the show, it's at My Bourbon Pod everywhere. Literally every social media site that you could possibly find us on, it's at My Bourbon Pod. If you want to follow me, I'm at PRitter1792, just about everywhere. If you want to support the show, you get bonus content every single week. Monday, there's a bonus episode. Tuesdays, there's the pregame chats and early access to the podcast, as well as some bonus content baked into it, too. It's patreon.com/mybourbonpodcast for as little as $1 a month. That gets you access to our Discord on all paid tiers. We're over there hanging out, having a good time, chatting about everything that's happening, including the death of Chuck Norris. I don't know how that made it into our discourse on Discord.
Hey. Discourse, baby. R.I.P. Chucky. That's all I got.
I'm gonna, yeah. Anyway, but $5 and up is when you get the bonus content. There's other stuff over there that you get access to and rewards for supporting the show. If you want to send questions or comments, you can send them to thisismybourbonshop@gmail.com. We have apparel and merchandise at bourbonshop.threadless.com. If you want to send questions or comments via our hotline, that's 859-428-8253 for the Barrel Ring segment of the show. You can actually be on the show with us, technically. Have your voice heard.
For sure.
Or, yeah.
We missed you guys this week. Seriously, come talk.
Where were you? Where were you?
Come talk.
We've been doing barrel rings for like 5 years.
No, I mean it. Come talk.
A long time. Do the thing.
Air your grievances. I want to hear it.
Interview your grandma.
Do it.
That's what I thought you were about to say when you said air your grievances. I thought you were about to say interview somebody for some reason. And so I went with interview your grandma.
I like that. I like it.
Or your kid. Or, your neighbor that you don't like. Talk to him over the phone.
Interview your kid would be very funny. Please do that.
That actually would be hysterical.
Yeah, with no context, do it, send it to us, and we would love it.
Yeah. We also have a P.O. box that you can send samples or bottles or snail mail to. P.O. Box 22609, Lexington, Kentucky, 40522. I learned this week, or not this week, but a couple weeks ago, that P.O. boxes have to have mail sent to them through only the U.S. Postal Service.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I tried to mail stuff to Bennett through UPS, and it was like, we can't do that. And I was like, that's stupid. So I had to use USPS instead. So if
risky maneuver.
At the end of the year
it.
there is no postal service anymore, then the P.O. box might go away.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll find out together. And then last but not least, leave us a 5-star rating and review on your podcast app of choice. We will reveal it, is what I almost said.
We will
read it
reveal
out here. We will reveal it like it's a baby shower.
Yeah. It's always going to be blue and pink. So
yeah.
Get confused.
We'll read it out here on the show, and we appreciate that. It's one of the best ways to support the show and get it up in the algorithm, have other people talking about it, all that kind of stuff. That does it for this week's episode of the podcast, except for Patreon, because Patreon, we're going to be chatting with you for a little bit here in just a moment, but we'll see you next week. What are we doing next week? Are we doing the we're doing the one that you poured me a sample?
Yeah,
of?
let's do it. We're gonna go with Mr. Terrell.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about Old Terrell a little bit, or Terrell, however. I don't know. Check it out, baby. It'll be fun. Yeah. There's a lot of interesting things that we're gonna go through with this guy. So definitely peep it. Yeah, tons of gray. Not just a touch of gray. So come hang out with us next week too.
See you next time. Until then, I'm Perry.
And I'm Kyle.
And this is my Bourbon Podcast.